3.
Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode here, Doctors of Podiatry. We've uploaded a lot of videos, but one topic that we really have never spoken about is hyperhydrosis, excessive sweating. You know, we have a young patient who presented to our office today, something completely, different chief complaints, but the patient also has hyperhidrosis, not only on the feet, but also, you can talk as well, it's okay. And in the hands. There are different, we'll say, stages, right? Mild, moderate, severe. This is a very mild, at least right now it's mild. Maybe, there are other contributory factors that may make, right, the foot sweat a little bit more, or even the hands. It's there are so many variables, factors. It's really multifactorial. Now, in respect to hyperhidrosis and feet, there's a lot of different treatments that we recommend. Some are over the counter, some are prescribed, RX. And one of the treatments that we've been implementing for a very, very long time, and they use them also for the hands again, whether hands, feet, or even axillas, right? Is Botox. Okay, and Botox works really, really well. The only problem with Botox is that it's, as some of us may or may not know, it's temporary, right? But it is, a lot of people come to see us here at Doctors of Podiatry because we're one of the few places that actually does Botox for hyperhidrosis of the feet. In respect to the hands, the axillas, I have a good friend of mine also who's a general surgeon who does, he has a machine that is absolutely wonderful that's indicated specifically for hyperhidrosis. There's a very, very small surgery procedure that they can actually do as well for that. But there's only one problem with that little surgery. There's something called compensatory sweating, or in lay terms, if they fix the one problem, let's say for example, there's excessive sweating in the axilla, and then they fix the problem for that, the body will compensate and will start sweating excessively somewhere else. So it's kind of like a catch, right? You fix one problem and then the problem shows up somewhere else. So that's the only, I've spoken to him a couple of times and that's what he's basically told me. But I'm gonna take the camera here. So I want to show you everyone here. Sorry about this. So you see all these just droplets, and even here also, this is all. And this is a very mild case. We've seen cases where, the patients are just basically drenched. Let me see if I can get you guys even on the side here, but this is very, very clear, right? So this is, again, in between the toes, even here. And this may be really, this may be very, very just mild today, even in here where it's cool, right? But maybe in another setting, environmental setting, maybe you'll see more sweating. What the patient and I were talking about is, sure, there's the functional element, but more importantly, there's the social, psychosocial element. for the people that, you know, whether it's in their occupation or not, the embarrassment, being self-conscious, you know, especially in the hands. I mean, I was also telling the patient that I have, you know, several good friends of mine that they suffer from this problem, and you know, when they, you know, they're just afraid or a little apprehensive of shaking someone's hand because what are they going to think? Or you know, it's very, very. I can only imagine and fathom how they must feel. How they must feel. So I think this is a really great video. Again, hyperhydrosis, excessive sweating. We see it all a lot in the feet, hands, axillas, and believe it or not, other places of the body. So I think this is a really great video. Over-the-counter treatments, lots of them. Botox, very effective. And you know, there are some, like just like my friend who's a true expert in hyperhidrosis has more tools in the toolbox, the surgery and other, you know, available treatments that are more effective long term. But I really feel bad for these individuals because for, you know, the feet, yeah, you know, they're covered, right? You have the socks, the shoes, but the hands, there are people that when they come here, not only do we see it in the feet, but when I look at their hands, it's just like, wow, it really is. They're literally drops, and then you clearly see it, and I can only, you know, and I really feel bad. So, well, you know, it's unfortunate. It's an unfortunate condition, but the good news, there are solutions. I hope everyone has enjoyed this video. As always, www.jawspodiatry.com, Instagram, Dr. Tojam, Jaws Podiatry, Facebook, and last but not least, our YouTube channel, Jaws Healthcare. Hyperhidrosis. Thank you for watching.